Today I'm doing a challenge where I cook a meal from scratch using only animals from Petsmart. Just kidding. Actually, we're going to the pet store to check out their selection of tissue culture aquatic plants. When I was first getting started with tissue culture, the most challenging part of the process was the very beginning, where you take a piece of plant tissue, sterilize it using bleach, and then put it into tissue culture. If you use too much bleach, then the tissue dies, and congratulations, you now own the world's saddest, most sterile terrarium. If you use too little bleach or don't sterilize the explants or tissue samples for long enough, then you'll just get contamination. An easy way around this is to skip the sterilization step altogether by starting with a plant that's already in tissue culture. But as you may remember from my video where I exposed bad tissue culture sellers, it's really challenging to buy high quality, contamination-free tissue cultures. And that is where I thought Petsmart might come in. Shh, roll the clip. Are you filming?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay guys, we found the tissue culture plants. They have dwarf hair grafts. Looks pretty clean. $10 each. We got these. We got these. I don't know what's the deal with this. Okay, well I feel good about my selection of plants here, so. Oh my god. Do you know what a bobbit worm is?
Yeah.
A woman on TikTok found a 4-foot bobbit worm in her tropical fish tank. Her fish, big fish, were going missing. She couldn't figure out what it was. It was a 4-foot bobbit worm. Yeah. I ended up getting 3 cultures. I got a Bacopa culture, a Bucephalandra, and also a cardinalis. To test these plants for contamination to see if they're good candidates for tissue culture or not, I decided to transfer them into some BioCouplers. BioCouplers are a very simple temporary immersion bioreactor. A few times a day, the BioCouplers get turned 180 degrees to expose the baby plants to that liquid tissue culture media. I made a whole BioCoupler video recently. It got demonetized because I said the C word. Not the C word you're thinking of though. Cannabis. The reason that I'm using BioCouplers as opposed to just subculturing these plants onto solid tissue culture media is because if something is contaminated inside of the BioCoupler, you know very quickly. Contamination tends to spread rapidly through the liquid media. I am a level 1 default skin aquatic plant noob, so I spent a lot of time researching aquatic plant tissue culture prior to making this video. And one of the protocols that I came across actually grew the tissue culture plants in submerged conditions. Basically, it's a jar that contains about 1 inch of solid tissue culture media, and then the rest of the jar is filled up with autoclaved, sterile water. It's so weird. Obviously, I want to try it. I start by spraying the outside of the sealed tissue culture bags with 70% isopropyl alcohol. Because these plants used to live at the pet store, I am very generous with the sauce. After spraying the plants, I leave them to sit and disinfect for about 20 minutes in those sealed tissue culture bags. I'm not going to open the bags until I am ready to handle the plants. All of the tools, including the stainless steel scissors, which I use to cut the bags open, have been autoclaved for 30 minutes prior to beginning this process. When I remove that Bucephalandra, I am super careful not to touch the plants to the outside of the bag. The bags are really difficult to work with, so just be as careful as possible if you're going to try this. I separate the pieces and drop a chunk of that Bucephalandra into the BioCoupler, and then I seal it back up. For that weird protocol that I found on the internet, I open the jar that contains the solid media and press another piece of the Bucephalandra lightly into it so that it stays in place. After that, I add the sterile water, which of course has been autoclaved and cooled to room temperature prior to doing the slab work. I repeat the exact same process for the cardinalis and for the Bacopa. If you're curious, the media inside of the BioCouplers contains half-strength MS and 30 grams per liter of sucrose, which is sugar. I adjusted the pH to about 5.5 because I read that aquatic plants prefer a slightly lower pH compared to the tropical ornamentals that I typically work with. The solid media for my weird freak experiment contains half-strength MS, 30 grams per liter of sucrose, 0.5 milligrams per liter of BAP, and 0.1 milligrams per liter of NAA, both of which are plant growth regulators. The Cardinalis media honestly looks a little nasty. The same Cardinalis plants also left this foul residue behind, which is not typical and gave me an ominous feeling. While I was admiring my work, I noticed something weird. There was a dead bug in my Bucephalandra. I felt like I had just discovered a finger in my McDonald's french fries. Thank you to Instagram, the intruder was identified as a fruit fly. In the present day, it has now been 3 weeks since I filmed that lab work. I'm gonna start with the bad news because Lord, there's a lot of it. First, the Cardinalis is contaminated. Mystery slime has taken over completely. To be honest, in the viewfinder, it doesn't look that bad, but I will overlay some footage so you can see how truly nasty it is in there. I'm glad I'm filming this update today, because now I can dispose of this before it becomes sentient. The Cardinalis that went into the BioCoupler is likewise contaminated. You can tell by the cloudiness of the liquid tissue culture media. It should really be clear, not contaminated, contaminated. The Bacopa, contaminated. On the bright side, this container of Bucephalandra, which as you'll recall had a bug inside of it, is not contaminated, shockingly. It actually looks pretty darn fantastic. I don't think the fruit fly came from my laboratory. I don't have any live plants in here and I don't eat in this room, so it would be weird if a bug was just in here. Also, if the insect did enter the culture vessel while it was in my laboratory, I think it would have become contaminated. I believe that this bug has either been sterilized with bleach when they initiated the explants in tissue culture, or was autoclaved with the tissue culture media. Either way, I believe that TopFin accidentally sterilized the bug. I got ahead of myself, but the BioCoupler with the Bucephalandra is likewise not contaminated. There are some chunks in there, but that's just the agar that I didn't fully remove. Yesterday, I decided to remove the fruit fly from my experiment using a micropipette. I sterilized the tip so that I could insert it into the container without contaminating everything, and I was able to successfully remove our fruit fly friend this way. I'm gonna let these continue to grow, and then in about a month I will probably transfer these plants onto multiplication media so we can start trying to actually clone them. Just the Bucephalandra. The rest are going in the autoclave, then the trash. So after all this testing, what is the verdict on the TopFin tissue culture plants from Petsmart? If you're just buying these plants to acclimate and toss into a freshwater fish tank, I think they're probably perfectly fine. If you're buying these plants with the intent to subculture them, like I did today, I wouldn't recommend it because 2/3 of the cultures were contaminated and the third had a bug in it. If you guys are interested in learning about tissue culture from people actually doing it, you should definitely check out my Discord server, which will be linked below. We have over 2,000 members now, which is super exciting and crazy, to be honest. I also now offer memberships on YouTube for $4.99 a month. For your $4.99, you get access to the members only Discord chat, and you also get access to a monthly members only live stream called Office Hours, where I answer tissue culture questions. I will also have all of my social media and my merch linked below. And before we go, I want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of this video. Thank you to Plant Cell Technology. Plant Cell Technology sells everything you need to get started with plant tissue culture. My personal favorite product that they sell are the BioCouplers, which we used today. Plant Cell Tech also hosts both an online and in-person tissue culture masterclass. If you want to jumpstart your tissue culture journey and learn everything that you need to know to get started. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Bye!